Warning: this video may contain 18+ content. If you are not 18 or older, please leave this video. Chapter 11. It's been 2 weeks since Lincoln has been shot. In that time a lot has happened. Word of what the Loud sisters did to Lincoln spread, and now they've become social pariahs and lost all their friends. Those with partners also got dumped, the only exception being Laurie, who while losing her friends did keep Bobby. As for all those that wronged Lincoln, they've all regretted it and have tried to visit him in the hospital, but weren't allowed by hospital staff. Clyde, Rusty, Zach, Liam, and Stella and their families tried visiting the most. As for Sam, she's had everyone coming to her to apologize, but she's ignored them, not giving them any thought. Her friends Sully and Mazzy tried to apologize, but Sam told them while she appreciates it, she just needs space and time, which they've given her. Thankfully the only person who hasn't is Luna, who won't stop texting her, messaging, leaving letters and trying to talk to her in school. But Sam's ignored all these attempts. She also trying to move out of her mom's house, no longer wanting to be there. Rita has offered her own home to Sam, but she's been hesitant. Right now though, Sam was in Great Lakes in Lincoln's hospital room and was reading him a story. Sam. And then they killed the evil demon king. The end. Sam closed the book before turning to Lincoln, who was still unconscious in his coma. Sam, please, Lincoln, if you can hear me, then I'm begging you to wake up. Sam stood up, leaning over Lincoln. She kissed his forehead before leaving the room. She passed Rita on her way out to the bathroom. Sam, oh, hey, Mrs. Loud. Rita, hello, Sam. How are you? Sam, good. That's a lie. I don't know. I mean, I'm proven innocent finally, though things are still complicated. Everyone's being overly nice, and it's weird. Mazzy and Sully are both trying to give me space while trying to make up for not being there for me, and Luna's well, Luna's even more complicated. Rita, still trying to act like everything's back to normal, and trying to get you to take her back. Sam, yeah. Mrs. Loud, what do I do? I mean, you're her mother, and you know her best. Rita, I thought I knew her best. I thought I knew all my children better than anyone, though I'm seeing now that I couldn't have been more wrong. Sam, I think you're an amazing young girl, and truthfully I wished yours and Luna's relationship worked out, because I wanted you to be a part of our family. But now I see that Luna clearly wasn't ready for a relationship. She made mistakes that she can never make up for. But if you want my advice, then show her you're better off without her. Find someone that's different, that's kind, caring and considerate, that listens when you speak and knows when to either offer an ear to listen or a solution. Somebody that makes you smile, that you can feel comfortable around, that whenever you're together you feel safe. Sam thought about it and realized that in the past 3 months, she hasn't really felt like that with anyone else. The only time she did feel like that was when she was with Sam. Lincoln. Rita, sorry? Sam, no, sorry, it's just the person you described. It's Lincoln. He is everything you just described. He makes me feel safe and happy, and he even protected me. Rita, protected you from what? Sam, oh, I guess he didn't mention it, but a while back I was out for a walk, and these high schoolers grabbed me. They were going to rape me. Rita's eyes widened, looking at Sam in absolute horror, as she immediately became a protective mother, asking Sam a million questions. Rita, are you okay? What exactly did they do? Did you go to the police? Are you injured? Were you injured? Do you have any lasting injuries? Sam, Mrs. Loud, it's fine. All they did was rip my clothes. I promise I'm fine. Lincoln made sure of it. He showed up out of nowhere and attacked them. He protected me from them. Rita looked shocked hearing this. She'd need to speak with Lincoln when he woke up, but was happy hearing how her son protected Sam. Rita, I see. Well, I'm glad to know that my son saved you, and hey, if he did, made you feel how you describe, then it looks like you might be joining our family. Sam, yeah. Wait, what do you mean by that? Sam's face was bright red, as Rita giggled, giving a little wink, before walking past her and into Lincoln's room, where she saw her son sitting up in bed looking at her. "Rita, oh my God, Lincoln." Rita rushed in with Sam behind her. As they saw Lincoln awake, without thinking, both women hugged Lincoln, who was just very confused by everything. "Lincoln, Mom, Sam, what's going on?" "Rita, my baby's awake," Rita cried, holding Lincoln, as tears went down her face. Sam was crying the same as she held Lincoln. "Sam, dude, you had us worried. Don't you ever worry us like this again." Lincoln, okay. Soon, doctors came in as they did tests. Once they did everything, they left Lincoln be. He was now in the room with his family. Ronnie Ann and her family, practically everyone who believed in him was there, as well as his sisters. "Lincoln, what's going on? Weren't we at the bodega?" "Ronnie Ann, lame, that was 2 weeks ago. You got shot protecting us, you've been in a coma since." Lincoln looked at Ronnie Ann, shocked as memories of what happened came back to him as he realized. Lincoln, right, I remember. "Haiku, how do you feel?" Lincoln, okay, I think what did I miss? Sam, well, a lot. Everyone now knows that we are innocent. People are calling you a hero, and your former friends have been trying to see you. Ronnie Ann, those jackasses think that now your innocence is proven, they can just show up like worried friends. Lincoln, I see. Well, whatever the case, thank you all. Hector, young man, you have protected my familiars' lives. That is a debt I can never repay. But if there's anything I can do to show my appreciation for your heroic acts. Lincoln, fire Bobby. Everyone, what? Bobby, little bro, why would you want me to be fired? Lincoln turned to Bobby, glaring with as much hatred as he had inside himself, making Bobby take a step back. Lincoln, don't call me little bro. Also, for my reasoning, you insulted me, called me a traitorous scum, and called Sam a skank, so I want your abuelo to fire an incompetent employee. Bobby, my abuelo would never. Hector, Roberto, you're fired. I will not hire someone who insults customers. Bobby, what, but I. Before Bobby could continue, his mother glared at him, which quickly shut him up. Lincoln snickered before noticing his sisters. Lincoln, can I help you? Luna was the first to step forward, as everyone was watching her, wondering exactly what she wanted to say. Luna, Lincoln, I am truly sorry for how I acted towards you. I should never have believed that picture, and I am truly sorry. Seeing you in this hospital bed made me realize just how much of an idiot I've been, so can we just start over? The Loud sisters all looked, hoping that Lincoln would accept so they could return to how their family was once. Lincoln, wow, that was beautiful. Hey, is your nose healed from when Sam punched you? Luna, oh yeah, it. Luna was cut off by Lincoln punching her in the nose and breaking it as blood dripped down. Everyone looked shocked, though not all blamed Lincoln. Lincoln, I want you to know that while my innocence is proven, it doesn't change the fact that you all turned on me, so I want you to know if you anger me, you'll regret it because Luna's used your only warning. I'd get that nose looked at, sis. Chapter 12. Lincoln was still in his room as Luna was, getting her nose bandaged by a nurse. The others just stared in surprise, none were expecting that from Lincoln. Lincoln, I don't care if you're sorry because it doesn't matter, because truthfully you don't care. You're only apologizing because you think it's your only way back to a sense of normalcy. But you don't actually care about me, you only care about your lives returning back to the way they were. Luan, what? No, we really do care. Lincoln, really, how many times have we been in a situation where one of us had to apologize to the other and yet despite us apologizing and despite my so-called sisters saying that they've learned a lesson, or that they've changed, it's all a lie. In the end you just don't care. You'll betray me for another reason in a few weeks if I actually accepted your current apology. You'd make it seem like my fault all because you truly do not care about me, then eventually one of us would apologize if it's me, then I actually mean it and would have actually learned my lesson, but not my sisters. You're incapable of change or growth, so stop wasting my time. I'm done acting like we're siblings, and that any of us actually care about each other. Lola, what are you saying? Lincoln, I'm saying we are no longer family. The loud sister's eyes widened, staring at Lincoln, at their brother who has always been there for them, who they believed would always be there for them. Suddenly hearing him say they weren't family felt like a crushing weight pressing down on each of them. Lucy, you don't actually mean that, do you? Lincoln only turned to face Lucy and glared. That was enough to tell Lucy he was serious, as she suddenly ran out of the room, many of her sisters doing the same. Laurie, Lincoln, this literally isn't funny, you have to apologize for what you just said now. Luna, yeah, bro, like right now. Lincoln, oh, really? Do I? Nope, I actually don't, so no fuck no, nope, not happening. Was that clear enough to tell you I am not apologizing and that I'm serious about what I said? Laurie, but I said to. Lincoln glared at Laurie as she took a step back, but before he could respond, it was Rita's turn. Rita, Laurie, loud as you may be the oldest sibling but you are not in charge of them, constantly, and that means you don't get to order or demand anything from them. Clearly I and your father failed to teach you this, but now's a good time to tell you that you will not order Lincoln to do anything he doesn't want to do, understood? Laurie, but Mom. Rita, are we clear, Laurie? Laurie nodded her head, as she and the remaining sisters left to go look for the others. After a while of everyone asking questions, Lincoln was eventually in the room with him, Sam, and his mom. Sam, so dude, how do you feel? Lincoln, I've felt better. Sam, I bet. I mean, you've been in a coma for 2 weeks and got shot, anyone would feel better than that. Rita, Lincoln, there's actually something I wanted to ask you. Lincoln turned and looked at his mom with his only remaining eye. Sam was wondering if she should give them some privacy. Rita, how come I'm only learning that you attacked 5 high schoolers a few weeks ago, who were going to rape Sam? Lincoln, I forgot to mention it. Rita gave a disappointed glare before kissing his forehead and leaving Lincoln and Sam by themselves, while she went to speak with the doctor. Sam, so dude, how do you feel? Lincoln, I feel like shit. I mean, I did lose an eye. Sam, no, I meant now that, you know, our innocence was proven and all, how do you feel? Lincoln, oh. Happy, I guess, kinda dreading the coming headache of people. Sam agreed and chuckled, already knowing what it was like having to deal with those that wanted Sam to forgive them. Now it was Lincoln's turn. Lincoln, have you been here the entire time, Sam? Sam, yeah, I wanted to see how you were, so I've been using my free time that I get between going to school, looking for a place to stay, and using it to come here. Lincoln, why are you looking for a place to stay? Sam sighed, seemingly having to remember the reason, which was enough of a headache for the young teen. Sam, ever since my innocence was proven, my mom's been a pain in the ass. She's drunk less, which is good, I guess, but she's too nice, you know, the fake kind of nice. Lincoln, I see. Have you found a place? Sam, nope. Your mom's offered to let me stay in your guy's house for free, but I'm a little hesitant. Lincoln, I see, well, whatever you choose, I'm certain it'll be the best choice for you. Sam nodded before leaving to speak with everyone outside, and there was everyone outside. Carol, how is he? Sam, he's doing surprisingly well. Sid, thank God. Do you guys hear singing? The Louds, Santiago's Casa Grande, and everyone who believed in Lincoln all heard the singing. They all followed it as it led back to Lincoln's room. They silently opened the door and saw Lincoln singing. Author note: listen to 6 Trillion Years, an overnight story by Ash. Everyone was silently watching, shocked by Lincoln's ability to sing and even more shocked by the song he was singing as they all were recording. Sam, thinking Lincoln is this how you truly feel? The others were having the same thought as Sam while they continued watching and recording. By this point, everyone was shocked and heartbroken. It was like they finally got to see the true Lincoln, and as they watched, they could see tears falling from Lincoln's eyes. Everyone could hear the heartbreak and sadness in Lincoln's words as they each wanted to try and comfort him, but let him finish his song. Everyone was crying now as they heard him. Nobody could believe that Lincoln actually truly felt alone. The only person though that understood was Sam. Lincoln had no clue anyone was watching him. As he sang, he never liked singing in front of others. His sister made him believe that he was talentless and had no real talent, so he always believed his singing was awful. By the end of the song, Lincoln was crying, as the Loud sisters tried going into the room, but were stopped by Sam and the others who were on Lincoln's side. "Laurie, what are you doing? We gotta go in there and comfort our brother." "Carol, Laurie, we were friends, but you're an idiot, you cannot go in there. Lincoln has made it clear, he doesn't see any of you as sisters, so seeing you would only anger him." "Sam, I think you might be the best person to go see him. You've both had to deal with that photo, so maybe seeing you would be good for him." Sam nodded as she walked into the room. While everyone else stopped the Loud sisters from entering that room, they all understood that Lincoln needed time to heal. Chapter 13. As Lincoln lay on his hospital bed, tears still streaming down his face, a hand came and wiped them away as he looked up and saw Sam smiling at him. "Lincoln, Sam. What are you doing?" "Sam, besides wiping away your tears, I guess checking on you. I heard you singing, wanted to know if you're okay." "Lincoln, no, I'm not, but I don't want to talk about it. Did you actually hear me singing?" Sam sat on the bed and nodded her head, as Lincoln sighed laying on his back. "Lincoln, damn, I'm sorry." "Sam, why are you apologizing for the song?" It was sad, like really sad, but it was also incredible. "Seriously, why would you apologize?" "Lincoln, because I'm awful at singing, my voice sounds terrible, and I can't do anything right." Sam was shocked that Lincoln would say that about himself, as she quickly grabbed him and made him sit up and look at her. "Sam, why on earth would you ever think that way? You are an amazing singer, why would you think that you aren't?" "Lincoln, because I'm talentless. That's what everyone says, my former sisters always said that to me growing up." "Sam, they what?" Outside Lincoln's hospital room everyone turned to the Loud sisters, and many were glaring. Rita made a mental note to punish her daughters. Back in Lincoln's room Sam was pissed, but right now didn't let that control her thoughts as she looked at Lincoln. "Sam, Lincoln, you have so many amazing talents. Your former sisters were just jealous and tricked you, made you think you had no talent because they felt threatened by you, because you are the most amazing person I know, and not one of them could ever come close to you." Lincoln smiled a bit hearing that, as Sam smiled too and hugged him, he hugged back. "Lincoln, do you actually think I'm good at singing?" Sam, yep. Depressing but good. Lincoln, ha ha ha, maybe we could sing together. Sam, yeah, I'd like that. They both talked for a few hours, both enjoying the other's company for the next 4 days Lincoln spent in the hospital, and right now walked out of the hospital, finally being discharged, as he saw his parents, Lily and Sam, waiting for him. "Rita, are you happy to be out of the hospital, sweetheart?" Lincoln, yeah, it feels good to be up and moving again, he said as he touched where his eye used to be, as he was wearing an eye patch to cover it up. Sam walked over and held his hand. "Sam, hey, it's fine. Don't think about it, okay?" Lincoln nodded and smiled as they soon left his parents and Lily got into Vanzilla, while he joined Sam in her truck as they began driving back to Royal Woods. "Sam, so how's it feel with just one eye?" Lincoln, Sam. You can't just ask someone that. he said, glaring at Sam, who was now really embarrassed and stuttering as she tried to make an excuse. Sam, sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Lincoln, PFFFT, ha 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 ha, I'm messing with you. I don't care if you ask me about my missing eye, ha 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 ha. Sam, you jackass. She punched his arm as Lincoln continued laughing, but soon he stopped laughing. Lincoln, ha ha. It feels weird, it's like, I can still feel it, or the pain of it not being there. I guess it feels wrong. I don't really know how to describe it. Sam, well, at least you've still got your life. Lincoln nodded and agreed as they both continued talking. Soon, they arrived at Royal Woods and pulled up in front of the Loud house. Lincoln and Sam got out and walked inside with Lynn Sr., Rita, and Lily. Everyone, welcome back. Lincoln was shocked as he saw the Santiagos, the Casagrandes, the Chang family, and practically everyone who believed in him and helped him when everyone else didn't. Lincoln, what is all this? He asked, seeing the decorations and food and even gifts everywhere. He smiled and looked at everyone he cared about. Ronnie Ann, it's your welcome back party, and your party about being proven innocent. Lincoln, where's Bobby, Laurie, and the others? Maria, Roberto is back home, grounded. Rita, and the girls are at your Aunt Ruth's. Lincoln shivered at the mention of his Aunt Ruth before ignoring that and started enjoying the party. He opened the gifts everyone got him and ate the food later that night. Everyone had returned home, and he was about to head upstairs to his room before being stopped by Rita and Sam. Lincoln, what's going on? Rita, while you were gone, we made a few adjustments. Lincoln blinked, very confused, but soon both Sam and his mom guided him to the door that led to the garage. They opened the door, and Lincoln saw that the garage had been converted into a bedroom. Rita, we made it into a room for you, sweetheart. Sam, and you've got a roommate. Lincoln looked at them, surprised, shocked, and confused as he tilted his head. Rita, Sam agreed to stay here, and starting today is a permanent resident of our home, and you'll both be sharing this room. Sam, hope you don't mind. Lincoln smiled and shook his head, and chuckled. Lincoln, no, I'm happy to have you here, Sam. Both smiled at each other as Rita smiled, then left as Lincoln and Sam both walked into their shared room. Chapter 14. It's the next day as the Linessa and Rita were awake, preparing breakfast as Lily is in the living room playing. Sam woke up and sat up in her new bed. She looked around the new room. It was better than her old room. It had a personal bathroom, a TV, and 2 closets, and a bed across from her where Lincoln was sleeping. She smiled getting out of bed. She washed herself and got dressed, before leaving the shared room and went into the dining room where Rita was setting the table. Sam, morning, Mrs. Loud. Rita, good morning, Sam. How'd you sleep? Sam, I slept great. Thank you again for letting me stay here. Rita, Sam, there's no need to thank me. I was doing what's right. Just then, Lynn Sr. came in with the food, placing some of the food he'd made onto the plates Rita had placed. Lynn Sr., Sam, can you go wake Lincoln? Sam, sure thing, Mr. Loud. Sam walked out of the dining room, waving to Lily, before walking into her and Lincoln's shared room, where she saw Lincoln shirtless. Sam, ba. Lincoln, Sam, you okay? He asked, putting his shirt on before placing the coat on. This only made Sam blush even more. Sam, ba. Lincoln, I came to get you. Breakfast is ready. Lincoln, thanks for coming to get me. He walked over, taking Sam's hand. He walked her out of the room and into the living room, where he picked Lily up, and then walked into the dining room, where his parents saw them. Rita, oh, my baby boy looks so handsome. Lynn Sr., wow, sport, you look good, trying to get all the girls' hearts, I see. Lincoln rolled his eyes and placed Lily in her high chair, then he walked a still blushing Sam to her chair before taking his own. Afterwards, they all began eating breakfast. Rita, so, Lincoln, are you happy about going back to school? Lincoln, no, I'm honestly expecting to hate it. Lynn Sr., I know after everything that's happened, you're not keen on going back to school, son, but this is something that'll need to happen, you'll just need to push forward. Sam, if you like, I can drive you to school, so you don't gotta deal with others on the bus. Lincoln, I'd appreciate it, thanks. Sam, no problem. After everyone had their breakfast, Lynn Sr. and Rita left with Lily to take her to daycare, and to pick up the Loud sisters from Ruth's, as Lincoln joined Sam in her truck as she drove to his school. Sam, so what why gonna do when you see your ex-friends and ex-girlfriend? Lincoln, ignore them until I'm given a reason to hurt them. Sam snickered, expecting an answer like that. Soon, though they made it to the school, many eyes were on Sam's truck, and those same eyes widened when seeing Lincoln. Sam, have fun, don't get into a fight, and if you do get into a fight, make sure you aren't punished. Lincoln, you're an amazing role model. Sam, yeah, I know. They both snickered as Sam drove off, while Lincoln walked past everyone and into the school, where many more students were staring at Lincoln, many were stunned by his new look, and many girls were blushing. Lincoln, this is annoying. Lincoln was soon at his locker, except for one problem. Clyde, Rusty, Zach, Liam, and Stella were standing in front of his locker. Lincoln, move now. Ex-friends, shocked Lincoln. Lincoln glared at them and their shocked faces with his only remaining eye, as this made them very uncomfortable. Clyde, Lincoln, it's good to see you. Lincoln, move now. Zach, dude, we wanted to apologize for what happened. It was a really dumb mistake, and we wanted to know if we can put it all behind us. Stella, yeah, we could become friends again. You look different, but it suits you. Liam, so what do you say? Can we go back to normal? Lincoln was pissed hearing them speak. Everything they were saying was pissing him off. Lincoln, get the fuck out of my fucking way. Clyde, Lincoln, buddy, you don't gotta swear at your friends. Lincoln heard enough as he grabbed Clyde by his shirt, lifting him up. Lincoln glared at them all. Lincoln, we are not fucking friends, do you hear me? We aren't anything. You made it perfectly fucking clear that I can't count on any of you, so do me the fucking favor of staying the hell out of my life. I don't want to hear you call me your friend, or buddy, understand? The group was terrified. In fact, many people were terrified as Lincoln just threw Clyde and shoved him past the others, grabbing his things before leaving. Chapter 15. Sam has just arrived at her school at the same time as the Loud parents with their older daughters, and when the Loud sisters saw Sam, and, more importantly, when Luna saw Sam, they were uncomfortable, and Luna desperately wanted to talk to her but was stopped by Laurie. Laurie, Luna, now wouldn't be the best time. Luna, but I have to try something. Luan, just give it time, sis. Luna sighed and looked down, hating how her brother hates her, and so does Sam. She hated how everything turned out. Sam heard and saw the interaction, and really couldn't care less about Luna anymore. During classes Sam was exhausted. People wouldn't stop either apologizing or wouldn't stop pretending things are okay, and it annoyed her, especially those that would leave here letters and gifts as apologies. Sam, I fucking hate this. As Sam was getting her things from her locker, more letters fell out as she sighed quietly, cursed, and put them in her backpack before grabbing her things. She closed her locker and started walking when Luna suddenly came from nowhere. Sam, what do you want, Luna? Luna, I was hoping we can talk. Sam, not happening. Sam started walking past Luna, who looked worried, and quickly started walking with Sam, much to the blonde's annoyance. Luna, Sam, please. I know I screwed up, but I swear it was a mistake. I was so stressed and stuff, with all that band practice, and that contest Mazzy signed us up for, it all just came out, and I regret everything. Please, I'm begging you, take me back. Sam stopped making Luna smile until she saw Sam's glare. Sam quickly pushed Luna up against a locker. Sam, I don't want to hear your excuses. You might have been stressed, Luna, but you had no right to use my dad against me the way you did. You had no right spreading lies about me to the entire school. You had no right believing your brother, who has done nothing to deserve the crap you and your sisters put him through, would ever betray you by kissing me. He had his own girlfriend, which made him happy, but she, just like you, betrayed him. You all thought you were something incredible, that you were right and we were wrong, but now that the truth is out, you're trying to fix it, but it's too late. Luna loud. Our relationship is over, understand? We are through. I no longer love you, and I never will. Sam then walked away as Luna stood there before, running into the bathroom and started crying. Meanwhile, with Lincoln, he was in his class and saw the pile of stuff on his desk: teddy bears, cards, flowers, etc. All as an apology from the class, even a new desk, with a better chair than even the principal, which wasn't new because ever since he re-entered the school, this was a pattern in all his classes. He sighed, opened the cards, took any money, threw away the letter, and the teddy bears were kept for Lily. As for the flowers, Lincoln looked around at everyone before taking the flowers and dividing them equally between Chloe, Carmichael, Haiku, Nightingale, and Girl Jordan. Lincoln, I don't want, nor do I need, flowers, so you three can have them. The three blushed and thanked him as Stella looked down, saddened that Lincoln hadn't given her any flowers, which was noticed by an angry Rusty. For the entire school day, both Lincoln and Sam had to deal with people bothering both of them, but eventually school ended for both. As Lincoln walked out of the school, he saw many parents staring at him. He also saw the Loud sisters all getting into vans, expecting him to join them. Luna, come on bro, let's go. Lincoln glared but smiled as soon as Sam pulled up. Lincoln then walked over and hopped in her truck before driving away, leaving the Loud sisters stunned. Luna, what was that? Rita, Lincoln getting in Sam's truck. Sam and Lincoln will probably be driving to and from school together. Laurie, why? Why would they? Also, why would Sam do this? Lynn Jr., yeah, why'd she go out of her way to pick up and drop off Lincoln from the house to the school? Rita, oh, did we forget to tell you? Sam is a new resident to our home. She and Lincoln share a room. Loud sisters, they what? Meanwhile, with Lincoln and Sam were talking about their experience at school. Lincoln, so how did school go for you? Sam, it went okay. I got a lot of letters and gifts as an apology. What about you? Lincoln, pretty much the same. I kept any money, threw away any letters, kept any teddy bears for Lily, and gave away the flowers to girls Jordan, Chloe, and Haiku. Sam, I wonder if any of my cards have any money in them. Lincoln, we can check after we head home. Did you have to deal with any issues? Sam, yeah, Luna tried begging for my forgiveness. I said some stuff, and she cried, and I walked away. What about you? Lincoln, similar, with my old friends trying to ask for forgiveness, while also pretending things are okay. It ended with me yelling and cursing at them. Sam nodded and laughed, enjoying the idea of Lincoln yelling and cursing out his past friends.